Well, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name's Louie. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Today we have some March of the Machine, the aftermath, leaks and spoilers from a YouTube channel, old school MTG right there. So we're going to talk about these things. I want to talk first off about how I think this happened. Everyone is kind of asking the question, how did somebody, a YouTuber, get their hands on a set that's not even out for a couple weeks? I think official release day isn't for it's like May 17th or something like that. It's like almost a month away. And so how did somebody get their hands on this product? Well, their story is that they got it from somebody and they thought they were getting the March Machine collector boxes. Listen, that could happen. I'm guessing that March of the Machine Aftermath was in the same print cycle and all got delivered to distribution at the same time or around the same time. And you could make an argument to me that a distributor got their boxes mixed up and the boxes are not super well marked. If you are familiar with collector box cases, it's kind of a joke and a meme in the Magic community. They're just not very well marked, and so it could have certainly happened. It doesn't really matter how he got the boxes. The boxes are on the internet now, and now we have an opportunity to see what is in March of the Machine, the aftermath. It's kind of a wild thought to see that before spoiler season officially launches. And on the podcast, we actually recorded the podcast last night, and so this week we were talking about what do we anticipate seeing in March of the Machine, the aftermath. All of our predictions are now null and void because now we've actually seen it even before the podcast goes live. So enjoy that tomorrow. But let's hop in and look at a couple of the cards, and then we're going to evaluate it at the end. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the set as a whole. So first off, we have a reprint that's a good reprint, a $15 to $20 card in Training Grounds. This is a card that a lot of people have wanted to see reprint. We're only going to look about 6 of the cards. I'm going to pull basically the hits from his box opening. But Training Grounds, a really great card, really exciting to see a reprint of it. It's not like a massive value sink, though. It's not, I mean, a $15 card isn't cheap, but it's not your $50, $60 cards that we all say really need reprinted. That being said, I think this is a good reprint target and a card that we could see more. I think there's only 3 printings of Training Ground. So that's one of the very few reprints that we saw in the box opening of Matter. But then we got some new cards. Niv Mizzet Supreme. This is a 5-cost Dragon Avatar. Flying Hexproof. I think it's a 5/5. Each instant and sorcerer card in your graveyard that's exactly 2 colors has Jumpstart. So it's a cool effect. It's a cool card. Definitely some things you could build around in 5-color and Commander, but nothing too crazy, nothing too extreme. Nitha, Resurgent Animus, and now we're starting to see what actually is happening. A lot of the Planeswalkers, we didn't see him open any Planeswalkers, and the Planeswalkers have lost their spark in the story of Magic the Gathering, and now they're going back to legendary creatures. So it's kind of cool thematically. And it kind of opens up some new Commander cards, I think, for people to build around. Nisa, Resurgent Animus here. Obviously, I don't know exactly what the power and toughness. It looks like a 3, maybe a 3/3 for 3. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under control, add 1 mana of any color. That's a pretty good effect. Then if it's the second time a land's entered, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an elf or elf warrior, I'm guessing. Put that card in your hand, the rest of the bottom of your library. Really cool card. I mean, you could build a great commander around that, and that's going to be the theme of this kind of set, in my opinion, is cards that you could build commanders around, and we'll talk about what that means at the end of the video here. Filter out, we see a Halo foil. So Halo foils are both in March of Machine collector boxes and March of Machine the Aftermath boxes. This card's not that great. Return all non-creature, non-land permanents to their owner's hand. It's pretty dang good, to be honest. It's a pretty good card for 3 in blue. But really cool to see the Halo foiling. We're going to do 2 more cards. Nashi, Moon's Legacy, a Rat Shaman, 3 costs. Again, I don't know what the toughness is. Menace Ward 1. Whenever it attacks, exile up to 1 target legendary rat card from your graveyard and copy it. You may cast the copy. A really great commander card. Again, something that you may be excited to build a commander deck around. There's a lot of that stuff that we saw in this set. And then the last one, Rocco Street Chef. This is a cool one, a thematic card for sure. 2/4 for 3. Another legendary creature, Elf Druid. At the beginning of your end step, each player exiles the top card of their library until your next end step. Each player may play that card exiled away. So it's kind of like a group hug deck. And then whenever a player plays a land from exile or casts a spell from exile, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature and you create a food token. So again, really great commander centric. And this is what I want to focus in on the set. We didn't know know exactly what this set was going to be. We haven't really seen anything until now. And man, I don't want to use the word, I don't want to say I'm disappointed, because I do think there's a lot of really cool things, and we haven't seen the whole set. But it's only an 80 card set. There's not that much that can realistically be in here. And now that we've seen an entire box opening, we're going to see the power level and kind of structure of this set. And it just doesn't look good enough to be another thing. I was really hoping we would see in this kind of product something like the Warhammer decks, an intermediate product that everybody really wants, that it creates drive for it and demand for it. And I just don't know why you open up these packs instead of just buying the one commander card that you want. And in particular in this set, it seems like a lot of legendary creatures that are focused on being your commander. And that's great. I'm all for new commanders and new play styles and new ways to build and play in the game. I'm really excited for, I think the one that I was really excited about was the Nissa Resurgent Animus, right? I'll show it to you again. This one that's landfall and elves. Like, I love elves. You guys know I play Pauper elves, and elf decks are super fun. I have a mono green elf deck already with the, I forget her name, the one that makes mana dorks, right? I love elves, and I will grab this card for sure and throw it into my elf deck, or throw it into my commander and try it out as a commander, and then maybe add some landfall effect to it. But it's not enough for me to get excited and go and buy this set in order to crack, because realistically, there's not a bunch of cards that you want to put in the 99. There's just like 1 or 2 cards that you may want to pick as your commander. So it's a super interesting set. Now, that being said, this has been heavily allocated in the collector box and bundle section for stores. So maybe Wizards knew that, and they are short printing this very, very much so, because they know that the 80 card set isn't going to hold up on the market, and that these cards aren't going to have a high amount of demand, because you're not going to be looking for, they are standard legal. I don't know what that exactly, lines up for, and how many people are really playing standard games and stuff like that. I don't think that these cards are going to see play in like Legacy and Pioneer and that kind of stuff. We may see some of that, and if we do, then obviously we'll see the card prices increase. But so far, it seems like it's kind of a niche, give you more commanders type thing. And I'm just not super excited about that. Like, I just don't know that justifies an entire new product line at the back end of a set. And I think Wizards is trying something new here, and I'm all for them trying something new. I just want you to be careful that you don't overextend yourself into this set, because 80 cards, 90 card set, like, it's just not a ton of cards and different ways to, disperse the cards in the packs. And I'm just a little bit worried that this is going to end up being one of those things where the juice just isn't going to be worth the squeeze at the end of it. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I do like them doing like a secondary set to a set and giving us powerful things that they couldn't put into the regular set. I feel like it was kind of squashed though by this being standard legal. It would almost be like if they did a March of the Machine for Commander, right? Where it's like a secondary set that just goes straight to just Commander. I could see something like that. But that doesn't seem to be what this is. So let me know what you think about the spoilers. What kind of cards did I miss? What did I miss in terms of like a card being super popular in a different format? Like, I don't play Legacy. I don't play those older formats. So I probably missed anything that would be there. But in my opinion, this is very much centered on giving you a new commander in order to build around, which is great on one side if you're buying singles. A little rough, I think, if you like to open packs. I just don't know where the demand is for these cards. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hopefully you have yourself a great day. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.